Be honest, why is saving $1,000 harder than beating Elden Ring blindfolded? You get paid, and before you even realize, it's gone. Rent, Amazon, Starbucks, boom, back to broke. It's not that you're lazy or bad with money, it's that your brain's chasing dopamine faster than your wallet can handle. Most Americans can't even handle a $1,000 emergency. Not because they're dumb, but because we were literally raised to spend. Ads tell us, you deserve it. Banks say, you can afford it. The system trained us to feel good about spending and guilty about saving. They told us, just budget better. But let's be real, no spreadsheet fixes behavior when your brain's addicted to instant rewards. Every notification, every ad, every sale. It's a dopamine hit. And saving feels like detox. Here's the truth, it's not about math, it's about mindset. If you don't rewire how your brain reacts to money, $1,000 today becomes $0 tomorrow. That's the trap, and it's time to break out of it. Hey, I'm Sam, and welcome back to Sam the Finance channel. Smart money moves start here. Hit that subscribe button if you're tired of watching your paycheck disappear faster than your weekend, and let's get into it. Quick note, this video's for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Today, we're diving into why your brain fights you when you try to save, how society set you up to fail, and how to flip that wiring so you can finally build real savings without feeling broke. Bro, your brain's not broken, it's just wired for now. That instant hit when you buy something, that's dopamine doing its thing. It feels way better than watching your savings app crawl up by $5. The problem is your brain rewards spending, not saving. Buying that new hoodie or gadget feels like a win, but saving feels like nothing's happening. That's why it's hard to resist. The fix: hack your dopamine. Turn saving into a small win. Use progress bars, visuals, or gamify it. Make your brain feel that same hit when you save, not just when you spend. Imagine opening your banking app and actually feeling proud, not panic. Saving isn't boring, it's your freedom fund, because every dollar you keep buys you peace later. You're not lazy, bro, you're just comfort addicted. Our brains are wired to choose the easy path: food delivery, buy dash now dash pay dash later, endless Netflix. It's not that you don't care about money. It's that your brain's chasing convenience like a dopamine buffet. The real problem: comfort feels amazing now, but it's stealing from your future. Every little convenience piles up, and before you know it, your savings vanish faster than your motivation on a Monday morning. Here's the move: make saving easier than spending. Automate it, hide it, and let your future self win by default. Think of it like a cheat code for your wallet. You're not restricting yourself. You're upgrading your brain. You don't need to cancel everything, just stop auto-subscribing to your distractions every time your auto savings hit. That's future you saying, thanks, bro. Comfort feels good, but freedom feels better. Bro, let's be real, that I'll start saving when I make more money line. It's the biggest lie we tell ourselves. If you can't save $100 from what you have now, you won't magically save $1,000 later. Habits don't appear with more cash, they grow when you start small. Everyone thinks future me will be more disciplined, like somehow we'll wake up rich and responsible. But truth is, if we don't build the muscle now, future you is just current you. With more bills, saving $10 today beats waiting for a perfect tomorrow. Look, 70% of lottery winners go broke within 5 years because money doesn't fix habits, it exposes them. If you can't manage $100, no amount of zeros will save you. Build control first, not income. Stop waiting for extra money, it never shows up. Start with what you've got, no matter how small, because future you, he's chill, confident, and unbothered, all thanks to today's tiny first step. Bro, it's not your fault. We're living in a world where everyone's flexing online. You scroll through people showing luxury cars, designer fits, and vacations, and suddenly your normal life feels boring. That pressure to keep up is sneaky. It hits your wallet before you even realize it. You start buying stuff not because you need it, but because you don't want to feel left out. You see your favorite creator drop a new outfit, and boom, your brain says, add to cart. It's not shopping anymore, it's survival in the age of comparison. Here's the truth: most of that luxury you see online is just debt in disguise. People are financing their image, not their peace. when you unfollow the noise. Your brain finally gets quiet, and your wallet starts breathing again. Real success isn't about showing off, it's about sleeping easy knowing your bills are paid. Peace of mind is the new flex, bro, when your money choices match your values. That's when you actually win. We all love saying, I'm investing in myself, new clothes, skincare, gadgets, gym memberships. But sometimes, that's not investing. That's just spending with better branding. Real self-investment gives returns, not just dopamine. Real financial growth isn't about looking successful, it's about owning your time, buying freedom from stress, not another pair of sneakers. When you control your time, that's real wealth. Here's the truth: -45% of Gen Z believe they'll be rich by 40, but 60% have less than $500 saved. Hope without action is just fantasy. Real progress means turning belief into habits. Progress isn't about luxury, it's about peace of mind. Imagine going to bed knowing your rent's paid months ahead. That's the flex no one can see but everyone wishes they had. Ever had a bad day and suddenly ended up online shopping? Yeah, that's emotional spending, your brain's quick fix for stress or boredom. But every add to cart moment is really just a way to avoid what you're actually feeling. Instead of grabbing your wallet, try grabbing a journal or a walk outside. Emotional awareness hits harder than retail therapy. You're not broke, you're just buffering your feelings with Amazon boxes. 1 in 3 Americans admit to using retail therapy when stressed. That quick dopamine hit feels good for like 10 minutes. After that, you're left with the same emotions and less money. Real healing doesn't happen from shopping hauls, it comes from self-control. Emotional control is the real currency. When you master that, money naturally starts to stay in your account. Money isn't just paper or numbers on a screen, it's energy. It's the power to choose, to move, to live on your own terms. When you start seeing money as freedom, saving starts to feel exciting, not boring. Money isn't just paper or numbers on a screen, it's energy. It's the power to choose, to move, to live on your own terms. When you start seeing money as freedom, saving starts to feel exciting, not boring. Money saved isn't a loss of fun, it's buying back your time. Imagine saying no to things that don't serve you and yes to what truly matters. Real flex, peace of mind. Money isn't evil, it just amplifies who you are. If you're kind, it helps you help more people. If you're careless, it multiplies your chaos. The real goal: use money as a tool to live life on your terms. You can't save $1,000 because your brain's been tricked by society, comfort, and dopamine. Once you understand the psychology, saving stops feeling like sacrifice, it feels like self-respect. The battle isn't against your bank account. It's against the patterns keeping you broke. If this hit home, drop a comment. What's your hardest money habit to break? Hit that like, share this with your broke but trying friend, and subscribe to Sam the Finance channel. Smart money moves start here.